Greetings, listeners, and welcome to another action-packed episode of Eberron Adventures, brought to you by the Wednesday Night Crew. Join us as we take a journey and go on adventures with our favorite students from Windshire University. Lucar, a halfling sorcerer with wild magic that comes from his patron. Sibling? Patron? Well, anyway, her name's Astrid. Skogar, a half-orc bounty hunter with a passion for map-making and painting. But not painting portraits, more like fences and walls. But maybe he has a secret or two of his own. Azuri, a Kalashtar cleric hiding from the dreaming dark. Kashan, a changeling that is a roguish paladin with his own agenda. Lissa, a human wizard who is into mage breeding and has a familiar named Bigwing. And last but not least is Velma, a half-elf rogue who has an investigative streak and a dark magic dagger. So join us as we listen to these adventurers as they work through their studies and their extracurricular activities to, dare I say, become heroes? Let's pick up where we left off.
All right, welcome back. Short version is it's session 8. Lucar's gone. He's in a prison cell, potentially in Thalanus, which in Eberron is essentially their version of the Feywild. It is a war. I put a little snippet in the Discord of like a little blurb about it for you guys to read, just to kind of catch the vibe. Everything changes. It's never the same. And really the main types of folks that are in Thalanus are the Eladrin, which are elfin-like creatures, and
they're like
gnomes.
They're like extra elves.
They're all like, they're based on the seasons and shit. Like oh, I'm a summer Eladrin. Oh, I'm a winter Eladrin.
They're like elves, but pretentious. Which you know, like elves are pretentious,
which is crazy, right? Yeah, it's like pretentious layered on pretentious.
It's just like I said, extra.
Yeah. So you've got Eladrin and gnomes make up the primary inhabitants of that.
No offense to any Eladrins out there.
That place, yeah. Astrid had told Skogar that Lucar was gone, awoke Skogar out of like being passed out from eating too much jerky and drinking the warm milk, the liquored up warm milk. So he got Skogar out and brought him over to the Nodabar Tavern to catch up with the rest of you. And then, so we'll pick up there. And also we did establish that Astrid had managed to speak to Lucar. Although it was kind of like the communication was not the best. So we'll pick up there where Astrid comes back with Skogar back into the Nodabar Tavern. So she's like, Skogar, Astrid's like pushing you. She's like pulling on you because you're big now again. She's pulling on you. She's like, come on, open the door. Let me in. We gotta talk to the rest of the group. Let's go.
Yeah, he slowly kind of coming out of his stupor, he goes, yeah, okay. So it's like, I want to see what this place has to eat too, but Lucar's important. I know, but like, they got to hear about this. I got to see what they ate. Let's do it.
So you open the door and everybody, the rest of you are still up at the bar, if I recall, right? So like, and let's see, it was, John was playing with his glass from his milk sorry, not John.
Azuri.
I wasn't doing that. Azuri was doing that. Azuri was playing with his milk glass and just kind of being messy with it. Velma got yelled at for slurping out of a tiny straw. Alyssa got well whiskey because she had Big Wing out, and Kashan was being chill, handling it.
I'm not with them.
So Fearbolg bartender, he's doing his thing. And Astrid and Skogar come storming in, and Astrid's like, she starts to climb up on the stool and stands on the stool, and she's next to you, Kashan, and she's like poking you. She's like, Kashan, Lucar's gone. He's gone.
I'm like looking around, pretending like I don't even see you. Like right over Astrid's little tiny head. Huh.
She goes, she turns, Lissa. She's like, God, this guy sucks. Lissa.
Yeah.
Lissa, Lucar's gone. He's
What?
gone.
What do you mean gone?
He's gone. He disappeared. He's gone.
Like to the restroom? Like
No, like a spell disappeared him. He's gone.
Dude, he's in the other bar, okay?
I think he got taken to where all the fairies and shit are. Like where I come from, the Tholanus.
Oh.
Oh God.
Ooh, that's interesting. Why do you think? Well, we should definitely go. I mean, come on. What are we waiting for? Missouri, put your cup down.
They might be making jerky out of him. By the way, Velma, try this. This is like the best jerky I've ever had. But we gotta find Lucar.
So she's.
I make a nat 20 on the dex roll to set the cup down, so it's just very graceful.
The Fearbog bartender, he's like, oh, nice job. It seems warm milk suits you, not only your soul but your spirit. That was quite athletic of you.
We'll hope that continues to be the case. But I have a feeling that might have been the best thing I do in a little while. So it's just.
You should be more optimistic, young man. I am sure you are far better than that. I'll take your silence as an agreement.
We'll see about that, won't we? Yeah.
This Astrid's like, all right. Kashan, pay the bill. You said you pay the bill, right? Yeah, you're paying the bill. Yeah, we gotta go. Let's go.
Wow, dude. Wow.
I thought I said no animals in the bar.
Oh, sorry, I'll put him back in the. He's rowdy, you know.
That's because that's the one in your other mage ball, right?
All right, I settle up with the old beer bulg.
Yep.
I want to do a quick prayer to whatever god I pray to, and I'm going to do a divine sense, and I just want to see if Astrid is a celestial fiend or an undead.
Oh wow!
See if Astrid ticks off my divine sense.
Nice.
Astrid does not, because the celestial. When we say celestial fiend, what falls into that classification? I obviously know what falls into undead, but what falls into celestial?
Celestial is like a heavenly creature, and a fiend is like a hellish creature.
Okay.
Like it would probably, like usually with like monsters, it would say it in their stat block.
But maybe if she's some ethereal apparition, maybe depending on where she came from.
Like if she's Fae, she probably wouldn't. She wouldn't.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So then, she's nothing setting off your stuff. Like there's nothing. It's not going.
I still do this to the thing.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. I get it.
It's all good. I've never tried it before, Astrid. It's not that I don't trust you. Wait, no, that's exactly what it is.
I mean, it's cool. I don't trust you either, though. So I
can't trust you I only trust you as far as I can throw you. But actually, I'm not even going to say that
pretty far. I mean, let's be real. Look how slender I am. I mean, I'm petite.
Hey, should we try?
Yeah.
I mean,
I got 15 gold. 15 gold and go more than 10 feet. Any takers, Missouri?
I can go. Take this as an easy bet. Take it. Take that money.
How about
I can get 10 feet, Skogar. Come on.
How about we?
Anybody else? Skogar's looking around the bar. Anybody else?
How about we find your friend first? How about we do that? I feel like that's more important.
We could throw you towards the door, and then you're 10 feet closer, or 9, and then he pays up.
11 at least, Skogar. 11 at least.
So everybody's like, she's like, okay. She's like, all right. So we gotta figure out. we got to figure out how we're going to get there. That might be kind of tricky. So you're walking out. You've left the bar and you're starting to walk. And Astrid is if Skogar allows it, Astrid would be sitting on Skogar's shoulder for the sake of height, for easy communication with the rest of the group.
What happened to your stinking pair of legs? And I do mean stinking.
Oh yeah, my Zambi. Yeah. She's like, can you go around the corner?
Skilgar whistles. Oh, man, I can't whistle with an accent. There, boy. There, boy.
You hear this low, and Ash's like, come on, get over here. And the zombie bone knight comes over, and she hops on his shoulder. She's like, okay, so Lissa, you've been reading up on Faye and Delanus and stuff, right?
Heck yeah, I have.
Yeah. So, do you remember anything about the Fae spires? I think they're called Fae spires. You remember anything about that? Give me a history check.
All right.
DC 10.
All right, let's do that.
Because your character's been actively reading it.
So let's see if that's something that she's come across. 10. Oh wait, so I would get plus something to that history. 15.
Okay. Yeah, so you remember about Fae spires. They're essentially a conduit to Thalanus that appear. And they are generally in the sky. But there have been a few lately that have been seen as they are lowering, and getting closer to this mortal plane that you all dwell upon. And you recall reading that there have been a couple sightings of some of those spires. One was at the tip of the Mournland, like just on the other side of the river by Shadukar, and then the other one was spotted in Flame Keep.
All right,
so
cool.
Like pretty much one to either side of you. So however you wish to communicate that, or we just pretend like you just did.
I share all of it word for word.
Okay.
Kind of like babbling. They're like at the point of like, okay, Lissa, I mean, come on.
Yeah. Like, Astrid says, okay.
It's really quite interesting because, it's not common for them to, but oh, right. We should keep going.
Flame Keeper, the Mournland. Where are we going? The Mournland's pretty screwed up and scary though.
Yeah, I feel like we should probably avoid that one. That one seems a little bit more dangerous and we're kind of in a hurry. So my vote's for Flame Keep.
I mean, maybe revisit it later when you're a little more powerful,
Yeah, exactly. Have a couple more animal friends.
There you go. Yeah. Maybe you could get a couple of those knockoff mage balls for some extra storage capacity. Save the spheres for the good stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
Wait, Astrid, if you're from there, can't you just take us there?
No.
It's way more complicated than that.
I feel like.
So
okay, whatever.
I'm.
No, I don't even want to hear it. No, I don't.
She's like, she goes.
You know what excuses are like, right?
Why don't you like me? Why are you the most difficult of this whole group? Everybody else tolerates me. You can't even pretend.
Really? Are you sure about that?
I mean,
I'm not even sure Lucard just barely does.
I said tolerates. Lissa thinks I'm cool.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
this is
Skogar
going
just wants to
through
throw
some
me,
things now.
but Skogar wants to throw everybody. Azuri's too scared to have an opinion.
Not too scared to have an opinion, just too scared to voice his opinion is more like it.
I mean, I trust Velma. Velma's pretty chill.
I mean, listen to yourself. Look, you just insulted my good friend Azuri.
Yeah, you're just
Azuri's probably he doesn't know it, but he's one of the bravest people I know.
Is this what
that.
gaslighting is? What you're doing to me? Or am I wrong?
It might be mansplaining. I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, okay.
One of the two.
That sounds about right. Listen, this is probably mansplaining, huh?
Yeah, it feels like mansplaining to me.
Yeah.
Listen. Let me tell you what mansplaining is, okay?
Oh, okay. We don't have time for this.
All right, so then it's assumed then Flame Keep is the direction to go, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so we can for ease of purpose, like for the purpose of the furthering things along, we can just say that you're going to just travel via we have a road here going from Shadukar across on a bridge across the water over to Flame Keep. So we'll say that you managed to snag a magic coach, assume, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's at this point as the coach comes, Astrid's like, she's whispering into the ear of the zombie, and the zombie's just go, and then the magic coach comes, and then she jumps off the zombie, and he walks off into the water, and just like kind of leaves, and Astrid says, yeah, if we come back around this way, he'll be around. I'll just make another one if I need it. It's fine. Let's go. And so you all get into the magic coach, and we're gonna slip over to Lucar for a minute, and then we're gonna come back to the group because there's some intent here. So Lucar, while this has been going on, while this conversation has been happening in this other realm, which you obviously would not know about, but I'm saying this to Sean briefly here. I'm saying it's to the player, not to the character. Your character has been sitting in the jail cell, so Lucar, you can tell. What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is a 11.
Okay. With an 11, you can tell that you have been here for a while. You're not exactly sure, like how many days have passed, or you've lost track.
I probably would keep track in how many meals I've missed.
Well, here's the thing. You're not missing meals.
That's the most important thing.
So your cell door is there's basically there's slots like for trays of food to come to slide under. So every once in a while, like a tray of food will slide under to you, and you can always see like
who that is, or communicate with those people.
You can see like a gloved hand slide the tray under. Sure, yeah, you can say, yeah, go ahead, you can say something.
Hey, Absolutely. What am I doing here? Why are you keeping me in here?
You don't worry. You just eat.
Can I distinguish from the accent if it's like what type of creature or person, humanoid this is?
I would say it sounds kind of similar to the voices of the facilities gnomes at Windshire.
Okay.
Like similar tone. Mm-hmm. Like that's what you can discern. That's what you connected to for now. If you want to figure out a skill check that might be appropriate to see if you can get better information, I say go for it.
No, I'm okay. Is my cell totally, like, am I able to see anything? Is there windows?
Yeah, so let's describe this environment. So
yes, please.
It's a bricked cell. You've got like you do get some natural light coming in through a window, but it's well sealed with different layers of like bars, as well as a pane of glass in there as well. Does it look big enough where you could potentially fit through if you could get up that high? Yeah, probably. And there's a cot in the corner. There's a bucket. There's two different buckets. One is a gross bucket, and the other one is a bucket with clean water. And there's a floor drain. And there's like a kind of looking somewhat rather soiled towel now. It's hanging up on the wall. And so it's just like a really awful, like, efficiency apartment, or like in the Middle Ages or something. Like it's not pretty. But whoever is sending you food is like, they're doing the things to take care of you. Most of it, they're just sliding under the door. So like they say, give the bucket, and then you give them the dirty bucket, and they give you a new bucket and stuff like that. So like they're taking care of you. You swear that likely a couple times they've come in when you're sleeping and you haven't noticed. Somehow they've managed to sneak in and take care of stuff. But yeah, you've been here for a little while.
And it's a solid door.
Yes, it is a solid door.
And I can't. No one's really communicating with me other than what you said, and correct. I can't see out the door to like what's out in the hallway or anything.
Say that first part again. I heard the end part.
So can I see out into the hallway when they open up the door to put in my bucket or my food? Like, is there, like, how is that working? Like, can I see in and out?
Well, it's coming from the floor up, right? So like, yeah. I mean, could you see? Yes. How would you see that? You tell me how you would see it. How you would see.
So I want to go to whatever sort of door that they have to put my food in or bucket, and see if there's like if it's like a doggy door that I can try to open up, if there's a slot that I can move, or if I have any ability to see outside.
It's a door that slides up and down.
Can I slide it up and down?
No, you cannot. You cannot.
Okay.
You can see a sliver like of light at the bottom of the door though, because it's not flush like the rest of the door is. But then like when they open it and close it, like it's open for, enough time to make transfers, right? So you can see, like, you can catch glimpses, and if you actually like crouch down and try to position yourself in such a way, you might be able to like even see out into like the area outside your cell.
Okay. I would like to also cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
To see if there's any sort of magical bonds keeping me here on the door, the window, anything in the cell that might be magical.
The walls have some faint, there's some faint magical energy on the walls surrounding you, floor and ceiling, basically everything but the door and the window.
Okay.
You don't notice energy there. Yeah, so you do detect some magic. I think it's important though to know that since you're in a cell, like, we're going to say that you're going to be kind of limited on your component accessibility. Be very choiceful in how many, like, your spell choices.
All right, well, I detected magic. I need to roll for that. I don't know wild magic, but I'm getting close.
Okay, nice. So yeah, so like we'll say you maybe can scrounge up enough things for components, because we typically don't track those, but in being in a cell, I would think that like you don't have much of your actual possessions upon you. Maybe they didn't find that one or two pockets deep within your cargo short set that you stash stuff away for emergencies or something, we can treat it like that, since that is your MO. So, is there anything else that you would like to try while we're still in your
I would
situation?
like to see if I could either stack the buckets or turn the bed on its side to see if there's any way I could climb up and look out the window.
So the bed is the bed is kind of loose. But like there's the back corner leg that's in the corner of the cell is like you see it's like attached. Like it's like the leg is like slid into a section of the wall, if that makes sense. Like you think maybe with some effort and kind of figuring out the logistics to it, you might be able to like lift it up and out, but it might take a little bit of work.
So no way to get to the window is what you're telling me.
That's your best bet. The buckets aren't tall enough, but the bed, being able to do something with the bed could work for you.
Okay. I will save my energy and relax.
Okay.
But if I'm able to time when I think the meals are coming, or if I could listen to hear when somebody might be approaching the door next, I would like to get down and take a look, see if I can get a better look out the sliding door when they.
Okay.
Or better yet, when I push my next time they want to switch buckets out, that's when I'll do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna get low and look out the window.
Okay.
And maybe figure out a way of like slowing that down so it's not as quick as it has been.
Sounds good. So a couple things of note for you. One is you do notice that you're not being your frequency of eating is not what you are used to. It is less.
Never.
It is less, and it's bothering you. It's starting to make you're starting to find yourself get more and more like just a little bit like irrationally angry about it. Where like if they don't feed you, you've never felt you can't recall the last time you felt like this. So it's kind of you're not sure exactly how you're going to respond to this if this continues on. As you have these thoughts going through your head, you hear this faint voice that you heard so many days or whatever it was ago. It feels like, and it's Astrid. She's like, I got everybody together, and we're coming to come get you.
Do I have any of my possessions?
No weapons. Some standard, like I would say standard pack stuff is cool. Anything
my madman's jug that I got, that jug that gives like food and water and liquid that I got during that adventure.
Oh, Why don't we just let the randomness of a die decide that?
It is kind of a mundane looking object, so you would think it might get overlooked.
Why don't you roll a d20, and let's say 8. Let's say anywhere between 8 to 20. You managed to hold on to it.
I got an 8.
There you go. So you managed to hold on to it.
All right. I'm gonna have to look, but I do think that
I'll type it in because I was actually just looking at
it. At the very least, I think there's mayonnaise every day.
No, this one had very different items.
It did have
It's
different.
not the
carnival?
Was
this from the carnival?
This is from the carnival, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was. I just mimicked the.
Oh wait,
it was jug with.
No, it had nacho cheese. It had nacho cheese.
That nacho cheese sauce.
So I think I'll be okay on food.
So.
An ounce of perfume, 2 quarts of blood, 500 square feet of helium, and a gallon of nacho cheese. Does that sound right, Chad?
And what? And then there was one more.
Oh, okay.
5 gallons of ogre boogers. And
Yeah, I didn't write that down because I didn't think there'd be a need for that.
You're right. And then 1 ounce of skunk gland extract. I'm glad you chose that item too, because I think there's just so many shenanigans that could be had with any one of those random materials.
Yeah. So if you want to step away from me now, that's my plan for the next time they're trying to put in anything. I understand. Oh, I know what I want to know. Is there any are there any like creatures in here like spiders, rats, mice,
Nope.
cocooned caterpillars?
Nope. There's like dust and stuff, a couple old spider webs, but you haven't found any like actual living bugs of any type, insects, nothing like that. Not yet, anyway.
Got it. Thank you.
Sure. Okay. So, John, are you ready to do that thing?
I suppose so. You got to
Okay.
give me what the groups are, or who gets kicked where.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm just gonna say it. So Sean, in order to really truly simulate prison for your character for maybe about like 10-ish minutes or so, we're gonna send you to a breakout room by yourself.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, and then we'll bring you back soon enough. So like 10, depends on it shouldn't take me long to get through this one little section. So like 10, 15 minutes tops at the very longest. I promise.
Got it. I'm good.
Cool. I'm about to tell you as Astrid, I'm going to tell you Lucar's origin story. So all of you will know Lucar's origin except for Lucar.
Ah,
Oh, this is
nice.
good.
All right. Please play with it as you will. That's kind of why that's part of why I'm doing this. Because I'm really excited about this. So if it fails, whatever. It still was cool to me. Anyway. All right. So I'm gonna read. So Astrid's like, okay, guys. So all right, I really didn't want to have to do. Can't believe this happened already. Okay, so I need to tell you guys what's really going on with Lucar. And she's saying this to you in the magic coach, right? So she's like, it's like, I'm gonna tell you a quick little story. And Kashan, you can just wait to make fun of me at the end, okay? Because this is really important. So she starts telling you this story. Orlanus Canum Soul Shower was a halfling that was known as Orlanus, the Weaver of Dreams. He was an archfey and was known for his powerful dream manipulation, which caused leaders in Eberron to surrender in battle to their enemies and caused hopeless denizens to dream of a powerful and successful future. Orlanus gave to many and took away from only a few. He found love with another archfey named the Forest Queen. They made a life together for a great many years and in turn had a child. This child's name was Lucar. They raised Lucar to care for animal and human in harmony. He was a perfect blend of both of his parents. He was a powerful halfling and the heir to the throne of not only Somnium Arcanium, but also Rutlius Cravenhold, the home of the Forest Queen and her people. Astrid was the daughter of Orlanus, but from a different mother who died shortly after childbirth. Something, to this day still not known by anyone, triggered a rift between the Forest Queen and Orlanus. Many fights and a small-scale war between the two spires had separated them and caused the queen to despise Orlanus, the man she once adored. With the aid of some extremist groups, she plotted and found a way to assassinate Orlanus. She lied to Astrid and Lucar about how his father had died, and she then began plotting how to be rid of Lucar, as she was scared he would get too powerful and usurp her. So, in the bustling city of Thalios in the country of Thrain, nestled within the towering spires of its skyline, a baby halfling's life took an unexpected miraculous turn when he was left upon the doorstep of the Stillshower family. A mere baby in Eberron, Lucar was left here by his older sister Astrid. She brought him there to ensure his safety from the Forest Queen, an archfey who wished to see Lucar eliminated or forever banished from Thalanis. The Forest Queen knew if Lucar were allowed to stay in the realm of the Fey folk, he would become absurdly powerful and retake the throne of his slain father. With powerful magic, she erased Lucar's memory of Thalanis and tried to send him away to Zoriat, which is basically like just the abyss / hell. In the last few moments before the banishment happened, Astrid used a powerful counterspell, which instead of stopping the spell, it sent Lucar to Eberron. As he was transported, his age in Eberron was that of a mere infant. Astrid was able to follow, although weak and with barely any magic. Within a few days, she found a new home for Lucar, and that home was Thalios with the Stillshower family. As a child in Eberron, Lucar made a realization that if he ate or snacked often, it would stave off the uncontrollable archfey magic that was within him. Through frequent eating, he has kept that under control, but the wild magic started to creep in, and Astrid used it as a way to begin to communicate with Lucar from Thalanis. Recognized the dangers that awaited Lucar there, as well as what lurked in the shadows of Eberron, she sought to keep her brother safe until he was ready to embark on his journey to Windshire. It was there that he could hone his abilities under the guidance of the arcane educators, as well as Astrid. She had figured out that Lucar could channel his magical energies from Thalanis through the use of unstable wild magic. Little did she know, all this time her purpose was that of being Lucar's agent, coaching him while he is on Eberron and acting on his behalf and in the family name in Thalanis. She kept his location and the fact that he was alive a secret until now. His most recent surge of wild magic, where he cast a fireball, was noticed by a rogue faction of anti-somnium extremists. This group plotted his kidnapping. They knew that Lucar is alive and want to imprison him and hand him over to the Forest Queen. They were able to plan a way to kidnap him by banishing him to Thalanis in a prison cell where he will be kept for a great many years until it is time to turn him over to the Queen. It turns out Lucar Stillshower's real name is Lucar Orlanus Soulshower, the heir to the Archfey throne of Somnium Arcanium. Lucar is the Dreamweaver Archfey, only not yet. And that's his origin story.
Dreamweaver.
You sure? Lucar. Okay.
Or Lucar.
Something about an anus. Is a son of an anus.
Astrid says, yeah, sure, that's what you get out of it. That's fine.
So is your name like Astrid?
It's one S. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I think
I figured it out. All right. I'm not sure. Okay. It just sounds very fanficky. That's all. I'm just like every adopted kid has that story, right? Like, oh no, I'm secretly like, I'm like, oh, my real parents are,
So wait, is
teacher.
it
like whatever?
Is this a magical baby left on the stairs of someone else's parents and very powerful magic parents? Is he Harry Potter?
Sounds like something like that. Yeah.
He's from a different world. Yeah.
It's one of those
parents aren't
deals,
looking out for his best interests. I think you were a little premature when you said earlier that I was kind of on your side. I thought you were creepy the whole way, but if this story is true, it sets you in a different light, and maybe I can come about to like you.
Yeah, that's what she wants you to believe.
But if you truly are a fey creature, then you're manipulating me right now, and I'm not having it.
She's like, all right, so can we just keep going, Flame Keep? We're still, can we keep going, right? Like, no one's saying stop, so we're gonna keep going.
Yeah, we passed that bridge back there. It said there was a troll and a toll sign, and we just went right through it. I didn't want to interrupt you guys talking, but
Oh, that's why that troll's been following us the past quarter mile there. Yeah, I just thought he thought we were cool people, and
you look like you was
tacking
off
along.
a run.
Astrid does say though, she's like, if you could just not make a big deal out of it, that'd be great. I really appreciate it.
This guy, really? You sure about that?
So you guys are heading into Flame Keep, and it is it's a pretty sizable. I mean, it is the capital of Thrain. It's a very hustle bustle city. A lot of activity going on, a lot of action. And then there is. Let me find this one.
I'm supposed to be back. Yes.
Yeah, you are supposed to be back.
This guy?
Yeah. You're still.
Where did you come from?
You're still in your prison cell, though. Like, you're not with the rest of the group.
I role played out the situation.
To be clear.
I'm no longer in the cell.
Oh no, man, you work fast.
I had an adventure in my breakout room, and
Way to go.
I mean, it's good work. You got it all. You figured it all out, huh? So yeah. So as you're going into the streets of Flamekeep, you're going down this one street and you see a sign. Kashan, you see a sign, like you pass by a sign that you notice that says Barcino 1 mile ahead.
Oh, hey, before we go get Luca, we gotta stop at that Barcino.
What? We don't have time for gambling right now.
No, it's not gambling. This is like Vincenzo's there. That's like that's what we're really here for.
Oh, what serendipity?
Yeah, like
just don't try anything at the tables because I don't think the laws of chance work the same here.
See, and listen, you'll back me up on this, right? But I understand, like the Fae, the midnight moonlight veil, time works funky wonky there. So, like, if time is different there than it is here, then it really doesn't matter, like when we go to get them, because.
Well, so like an hour
stuff,
here
right?
could be another couple days over there.
Or it could be seconds. I mean, I guess what I'm saying is it doesn't matter.
I mean, are you willing to make that gamble?
I mean, that's why I'm going to the Barcino. Yes. It's the perfect place to make that gamble. The house always wins. I don't know what that means in this situation, but that's where we need to go.
Why don't I go on ahead and get it like set up and ready to go, and then message you the location, and then, yeah, sure.
Yes.
Three-way party split. Son of a bitch.
Make some more breakout rooms.
All right, so, Lucar, just real quick tidbit for you. Unless you've been finding a way to take care of it, which is not likely because they wouldn't give. They're not going to give you a razor of any kind. You're starting to grow a beard, and it's a decent size one. Like it's about an inch long on your face. So you're starting to piece together. You're starting to piece together how long you've been in here for a while, and you're starting to think about like I'm missing class.
like your pants are getting loose.
Getting drunk on nacho cheese. You're on mute.
I mean, if Lucar's anything like me, for my beard to grow an inch, it would be like 5 years. So I'm like freaking fuck out.
Time portal.
So then as that's going on, so Lissa wants to go. You want to go ahead with Astrid, okay, right? And then what about? Does anybody else want to go, or is everybody else going with Kashan? Because we have Skogar, Kashan, Azuri, and Velma. I know what Kashan wants to do. So Skogar, Azuri, and Velma, what are you guys doing? Who are you going with?
I'm hanging out with my best buddy. Hey, Azuri, is it time to go back?
I mean, I was against coming here in the first place, but it's never too late to turn back. No, let's go, Bernie. No, yeah.
Do you still remember the combination for the teleporter on top of the magic building?
No, no.
I should have written it down.
Would have been nice. I'm going with Lissa. I'm afraid of when she's getting stuff set up, if there's going to be some weird fake creature that comes out and attack. I'm just going to make sure she's okay.
Oh, I'll be fine, Azuri. Bigwig's got my back. But if you want to come along, for sure.
I'm coming along. I'm not much for the whole casino bar thing. Anyways, they usually give you a weird look when you ask for the milk, but that last place was really nice, actually.
All right. So
Skogar says, "Yeah, well, I know where I'm going. Kashan, yeah, lead the way." And Skogar is run. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. You heard that hobo song?
I mean,
Pretty awesome.
I get that. I don't know. Like, frankly, I feel like Lucar's trying to command a little too much attention. This is my quest, right?
Wow.
It's kind of selfish of him to get imprisoned. Has his I'm on a quest. All of a sudden, his backstory is or whatever. His stories gets out. I mean, come on. Like, who's the important one here? This is my quest, okay? This is my time.
I mean, yours has a casino, and you had me a casino. Like, let's casino versus prison. Whatever.
Skogar, when you want a quest, I'll go on a quest with you, even if it's just to go to another casino, right?
Might be. Yeah, I'll hold you up on that.
So Velma's going with Azuri, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Velma, Azuri, and Lissa are going to get to the spire with Astrid, and Kashan and Skogar are going on a little Thelma and Louise style adventure here. I've got lots of different pictures to share to kind of set some mood and tone, if you will. So I'm kind of going to go layer by layer here with what I have going on. So let's first start with the wonderful thing which is your cell. So let's just assume that there's a window here, because I just use a stock prison map that I found. So Lucar, this is kind of the vibe that your cell is. Not very big. Got a door. There's a sliding door within that door where you can, your food and buckets get swapped out. And then we'll envision this as being more of like a metal cot in this bed in the corner, right? So you can it's something that's actually that you discovered is movable with a little bit of work. So yeah. That's not the right one. Press the wrong button. So yeah. Lucar, is there anything else that you would want to do before we move down the line to the different groups? Start with you first.
I mean, I still wanted. I mean, it sounds like it's been weeks now, but I wanted to try to look out the sliding door the next time that there was going to be.
Oh yeah, for sure. So you look out. Give me a roll on perception, because that'll tell you how good of a glimpse you took.
Well, that's a critical fail.
Okay. So this first time around, you look and you just kind of see that there's a little bit of hallway space, directly in front of your door.
When I see the creature or whoever's giving me stuff,
you just see a sleeve and a gloved hand slide in. And then the voice it just says, you eat. Important. It's important we feed you. You must eat. And then another voice. Let me out. And then another voice says, yes. We have problem. He no eat. We have problem. He needs to eat.
Bring me more food.
It's the other voice goes. This third meal this morning. How many you need?
More.
You hear him grumble as he stomps off. And then another tray gets sent in about a little bit later. So you're getting a pretty solid flow of meals coming through. And Kashan and Skogar, we're gonna go to you. We're gonna go to you next, and you enter into the Barcino, and this is you enter in over here through this. There's a main door here, and you come in and you see like some dining areas, and you see a door over here of a nice fireplace where they're cooking cooking food over a fire. You see someone playing like a piano, like what's like the kind of the player pianos, right? So it's like they're kind of half playing it and half letting it be played. But it looks like some magic could be fueling it. You see a bar area over along the side, and you see just random patrons just sitting, eating, and having a good time.
Skogar, now this is what I call a quest.
Yeah. I can't wait to get down to the bottom of this mystery.
Right? Do you think they have chicken fighting here?
I'd put some money on that.
Have you ever seen a cockatrice fight? Man, those are brutal.
Yeah, oddly enough, where in my village, we just had worms, just like a worm fight. In retrospect, that chicken seemed a lot cooler.
Yeah, that seems very, very specifically uninteresting.
Yeah, it took weeks.
So yeah, what do you want to do? What do you want to look into?
I think I just want to like take it in for a while and just like hit up a few tables, just like kind of wander through, see if anybody mentions a Vincenzo or a Vinny or anything like that.
You
kind of eavesdrop on everything, basically.
Yeah, you see everybody's just snacking. Nobody's mentioning. You don't hear any mention of Vinny or Vincenzo. But what is your passive perception?
I will tell you that it's amazing. But what it really is where is it? Passive perception is 16.
So you hear like two people talking about, yeah, man, I'm glad I didn't spend all my money so I could still eat something. I lost everything else I had, my whole savings. I lost it in that last game. It's all gone.
Yawn. All right.
And
well,
you hear another person say, like, yeah, my wife's gonna be super mad at me. I can't believe, like, those tables are rigged. They're rigged. I'm telling you.
Well, why don't you just go bring that up with management? Who runs this place?
So, to be fair, Kashan would have heard that, but potentially not Skogar.
Oh, okay.
Depending on if you're hanging out together or not.
If you didn't envision it that way, then Skogar probably would have been like, well, I'll sit down at this roulette table and see what I figure out here. Lady Luck might just talk to us.
So where you are currently, you're in the bar part of the Barcino.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that's why out of game. That's why like Kashan was hearing these people talk about casino stuff.
Gotcha.
To give the essence that the casino is here. It's just not where you currently are right now. In this moment.
Come on, Skogar. It seems like this is the area where the I don't know a nice way to say this, but like the degenerate gamblers hang out.
Where they eat their feelings.
Yeah, where like they saved that one gold piece so that they could get drunk after they lost everything else. So let's hit up the casino, right?
Yeah, you lead the way.
You want to drink first, or we good?
That last drink kind of knocked me on my ass, but wouldn't kick a drink out of bed in the morning, I guess. So.
Oh no, it's fine. Well, here's what we'll do. We'll go down to the casino. We'll put some big bets down. Nothing too big, but enough. Big enough to like get some interest, and then they'll start comping us to stuff, right?
Now you're thinking.
Right. All right. Let's do that. Come on.
So Kashan, you notice that there's this door over here has like there's a letter C carved into it, with an arrow, like on the door.
C stands for casino, I find.
And
Put two and two together.
As you open it, you see it's like a it's actually like a like an additional kitchen area, and they see you. And there's these two humans in the back like cooking, just like regular like kitchen cooks, and it's a guy and a girl. The guy looks at you and he's just like, ugh. The back door is for the casino. The front door is for the bar. It's not my fault. It's not my fault the owner didn't set up the signage right. Just go walk through there. Don't touch anything. We're serving food. Keep moving. God, I hate this job. I need to find a new job. This is bullshit.
I walked through I saw this theater performance once, and like the real hotshot like gangsters, they walk right through the kitchen to get the casino, get to the place. So this is actually pretty appropriate. This is fine.
Yeah. Thanks. I didn't need the color commentary. Get a move on.
I'm not talking to you, dude. Get back to work. Talk to your manager. Like, my goodness.
It's like, God, I hate this fucking place. And he's just muttering, like just like stirring his stew. I
tell you, like the casino's where the fun people are. This up here, this is not boding well. Really, they should put this place in the back. I mean, who wants to come in and see this?
So you continue, you continue through the door, and then you see stairs going up, and you see there's a door over here, and you're like, son of a bitch, yeah, there was another way in. And then you notice that if you go up the stairs, you'll actually get to the casino.
Upstairs we go.
All right. Yeah, so you're now upstairs in the casino. Where's my corner? There we go. All right. Yeah, so you come upstairs here, and there's a nice, you walk into a nice carpeted area, and you see like it's just a nice little like entry space, like lounge lobby kind of thing. There's nobody out here though. Like it's just empty.
I mean, I move right through this room.
Yeah, and you
can
start to hear the faint distant sound of like some nice like smooth Eberron version of jazz music playing in the background.
Hey, Skogar, you need some money? You need some cash?
Well, I got a spot on me here.
Well, just let me know. I mean, I'm kind of flush with fundage, and I'm pretty sure that one of my paladin tenets is, giving back. So I think like if I give you some cash, it's kind of like a double thing. Like I help you out, I help my paladin. I think that's how it works. So I drop him. I give him 50 gold pieces.
Skogar kind of backs away from it. He goes, I've seen this game before. I have to pay you back $50 or 50 gold. Next time you mention it. But if I win on that money, you'll be like, well, that's my winnings.
Skogar, this is my gift to you. This is all it is. This is how I work now. This is, like I said, I have to give the money away. That's part of the thing. And it's almost like extra credit on top of the quest. All right. Like I get that extra paladin good stuff, Guy upstairs is like, Sean, he's doing great. Just take the 50. Come on.
Well, okay, man.
Here's
that's how you really feel.
Here's what I got, this 50 gold. I'm just going to put it on his couch here. I'm walking through that door. So what happens to that 50 gold after I walk through that door is not my business. Okay.
And we're going to say that's like happening right over here in this corner of this room. And Kashan, you can just tell that like this is like speakeasy style, and like, oh, I just gotta turn this little weird statue over here a little bit, and the door opens and I go back in here and I'm ready to party and have some fun.
I swear, sometimes it's like, I don't know if they're embarrassed to be a casino or if they feel like they got to do this thing to like, oh no, we're the cool casino because we got this. But come on, we all know what we're here for.
So Skogar, are you going to take the money?
Yeah, Skogar picks up the gold, says, okay, Kashan, yeah. And, maybe next time you talk to that guy, see what he says about that bracelet. That's pretty cool. Yeah, but, I'm not going to push it.
Yeah, so you guys are going to enter into the casino area, and we're gonna shift. We're gonna shift over to Lissa, Azuri, and Velma. You guys are in the in the coach. You're still like moving onward, because Kashan and Skogar got out here at the Barcino. You continue further ahead, and Astrid's directing like where the coach needs to go, and it's like okay, she's all right. It's here. This is the place. This is the tower that we gotta go. We gotta go up this tower, and up at the top of the tower is one of those. It's one of those things. It's like the thing that the portal thing. It's like
Like
that
a
thing.
transporter.
Yeah. But you use it and it calls the spire down.
Oh, nice.
So
All right.
So you need to do that. You need to do that.
I wonder if anyone lives here. Well, guess we'll find out.
And as you so she takes you to the base of the stairs, and then you can see like there's a short staircase heading up to like a open like entryway, like walled in like patio kind of setup, and you see that there's a few steps going up to a stone door.
All right, I try the door.
The door is locked.
Couldn't hurt to knock, would it? Do we want to know these kidnappers? What's our play here? Why don't I like sneak around to the left?
Okay.
And see if there are like any windows or another door. And I'll meet you guys back out front this way or wherever we meet around the outside.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand right here and keep an eye out. How's that? You can, yeah.
You know, when you stand in the light, that's when they can see you.
Yeah, maybe I'll just hide a little bit over here. You know, or just walk around the side with you. Then because I'd rather not be seen. Honestly, it doesn't seem like, yeah.
Don't want to be associated with Lucar. Well, what are the odds? All right, I am going to start sneaking around the left, looking for some other way of ingress.
Okay, so if you look at what I have here showing you the tower, the staircase basically goes up to where you were, and you do see that there's plenty of windows, but they're towards the top. Like it's not it would require some scaling or either or flying or some sort of a grappling hook type scenario, a la old school Batman.
Hey, look, I'm back. Let me try. Let me try picking this lock, which is not my. Are we going to just knock, since that's what we're ending up doing?
Yeah, let's try knocking. I'm assuming there's like a big doorknob kind of thing.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. The Thieves' Tools ends up being a critical. So, hey, it might open.
Oh.
So, yeah, you knock.
Okay. And I hear nothing.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to try the door.
All right.
And the door opens.
Nice.
And you are in a very oddly empty and looking somewhat broken down like vestibule area, and you see a staircase in the back heading up.
You said it was on top.
At least it heads up. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we want to go up.
Okay. So we're gonna take you up to the second floor. And you you come up there we go, right here, yeah. Or no, wait, here. So you come up the stairs, and as you get up to the stairs, you see that there's a door here. There's a door right in front of you at the top of the stairs.
All right. Try this one. Is it locked?
You do you do hear a click of it opening, but I need you to do a dex check, please.
Yes, okay.
Or dex save. Sorry.
Dex save.
Yes,
that
please.
is a 16.
Everybody?
No, just Lissa. So as you turn the knob, you feel in between your fingers a needle shoot up through between your fingers.
Ooh.
But not actually connect with your skin.
Wow, that was close.
And the door opens. And you see a more open area. You see like there's some bookshelves along the outer perimeter. There's a table with what looks like some starting to get a little bit gross smelling and looking food on the table, on a plate, and a couple chairs around that. Just like, some stuff in the back. And that's what you see in your immediate vision when you first open the door. And we're going to come back to you guys in a minute. We're going to go over to Lucar. So Lucar, yeah, you're in your cell. You've been getting a fairly decent supply of trays of food every so often. And yeah,
certainly on one of these, there's enough that I can see out the window. Yes, or the door opening.
Yes. So let me find here we go. Yeah. So you can see now that like there's a hallway. You see that there's a door at one end of the hallway, and the other end of the hallway is just open, and you see that there's a cell across from you.
I've only heard or seen one person at a time giving me my food.
Correct. There's one person that gives it to you, but you've heard two different voices.
Okay. The next time it opens and I see out, I misty step out. It is a verbal and somatic only, no materials needed.
Okay. Nice. Very nice. So you open this is great. So you open the door slides open, and the tray starts to come through, and you misty step to where?
I mean, I can only misty step to where I see. So
yes.
Whatever, like ideally like behind the guy.
Okay. So so you appear like here on the other side, close to this door, to this cell door that's across away from where you were. But then like you're behind this guy, and you just appear, as he's bent over and like sliding the tray of food under. And then you hear a voice from your right go, oh, shit, Carla, he got out.
Hey, things are going to get a little bit more interesting because when I misty step, the wild magic goes back too.
Sweet.
Nice.
I mean, I'm assuming it doesn't reset all this time, right?
Right. Correct.
Right.
So that number just holds.
I'm rolling D100.
Okay. I'm betting it won't be a 100 this time like it was last time.
68.
Okay.
You are frightened by the nearest creature until the end of your turn.
So you appear, and now you're scared, and the one now that you see a gnome guard says to the other one, Carla, he's free. And as you assume, Carla turns around and sees you and makes eye contact with you, and you're cowering all of a sudden.
I would imagine I run down the hall to create distance between me and her.
Okay.
Assuming it's a she.
Yes. So.
And when I start running down the hall, there's a guy in front of me.
Yeah, like over here. Yeah.
I shoot a ray of frost at him.
Okay. All right.
And I miss.
And he's like he died. He sees it go by. He's like, whoa! You need to calm down. and he pulls like a small like a billy club off of his belt, and proceeds to like swing it at you, and misses as well. So like he's just like all nervous, like not expecting to have to fight you as you're running away. And the one that is like the one that you're running away from, she takes her club off, but she just throws it at you and tries to hit you. And is a 17 hit?
A 17 hits.
Okay, then that's going to be actually like 6 bludgeoning damage as it catches you in the back of the base of your skull.
Okay.
Kind of like you're like, oh, and you fall forward a little bit as you keep like trying to move. And it's back to you. So it's a new turn. So technically you would not be frightened anymore, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to second level magic missile, shoot 2 magic missiles at each of them.
Okay. Do it.
So on the one that's closest to me, so the one who was not giving me my food, it is 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And then Carla is 9 points of damage.
Dang. Nice one. All right.
And no wild magic. And
Okay.
and I will continue to run down that hall.
Okay. You're running down there to the point where you are actually like getting to a door. You're approaching a door. So as you get to that door, the one that swung at you with the club, because essentially you're running past him, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So he's gonna take like an attack of opportunity as you run past, with a 16.
Yep.
And that's gonna be 3 bludgeoning damage. So that's its opportunity attack, but then it's gonna take another attack on you. 19 to hit.
Yep.
For 2 bludgeoning damage. And he's like, come on, just go back in your cell. Stop making this hard on yourself. Don't make this. We don't want to have to hurt you. We're just supposed to keep you here. That's what she wants.
Screw you guys.
And the other one starts running in your direction, because she threw her club, so she has no weapon, so she's running up to grab her billy club that's on the ground. And we are going to go to Kashan and Skogar for a moment. So you guys are in the casino. Oops, you're in the casino, and what are you playing? What are you doing?
What kind of games do we see?
One second. Let me get my. So you see there's a few there's basically just it's just all card tables. And so it's like everybody's playing different card games at different tables. So you can pick what you think looks interesting to you.
I don't think these don't look like chicken fights. These look like more proper games.
Well, listen, I think I'm going to stick with these proper games here. The cards are what I'm looking for. But Skogar, have fun. All right.
Okay. Yeah. You take that table. I'll let you know if they say Bingangzo. Gotcha.
Vincenzo.
Oh, yeah.
Uncle Vinny, somebody's uncle, any of this.
Right.
Or look for cat cards,
Well, yeah.
And Skogar, you actually find, just for the sake of humor, you find one table where they're playing some weird game, and it looks like out of game. It looks like a tic-tac-toe kind of board, but the people that are at the table, there's 2 people at the table playing, and they're on either side, and you see one of them goes and like spits a booger onto the board.
Oh boy!
And they're basically playing booger tic-tac-toe.
Yeah. Well, I know where I'm going. See you in a bit.
So Kashan, you go up to a card game, and you see there's three people playing, and there is a dealer, and you hear the one guy talking. He's like, hey, that's like I think you're counting cards. And the other one's like, why, no, not at all. I just want to be your friend. I'm not counting cards. I just want to play a game. It's like, I don't know, man. I think you're trying to count cards. Like those two Utes I saw the other day. They tried to count. They were counting cards too. They shouldn't even been in here. So you hear this conversation going on as you approach the table.
Is the more proper guy? Is he like a robot of some type? Or what are what are those called? Warforged?
No, he's not a Warforged.
He sounds Warforged.
Humanoid-ish looking. Why don't you roll perception for this one?
Why don't I do that? And I will get 12.
This for some reason the proper person looks like, it's like, man, this person just kind of looks vaguely familiar to me, but you've also never seen them before. Something about them just looks vaguely familiar.
Hey, listen, and I take a seat at the table. I'm like, let's do a recount here, and we'll I'll join in. Whatever cards he counted won't matter anymore.
Beg pardon. I just explained. I don't count cards. I just really want to be friends with people and play games.
No matter. I meant no accusations. I was just making a little joke, because I overheard the argument. I don't know what's going on here, but I'd love to be friends.
Hey, I know.
I'd love to play some games.
I mean, I sure as shit was accusing over here. Like, I think he's trying to pull a fast one. You want to come sit at this table and you want to lose your money too? That's fine. It's fine. But if he's counting cards, I'm slitting his throat. I'm telling you right now.
I don't know what kind of establishment allows the slitting of throats at a table, but that's between you and him, I guess. I just want to have some fun.
The dealer says, our Mr. Vincenzo, are you ready for the next round, sir?
Who is he talking to? The dealer
says, and Mr. Vincenzo answers, yeah, that's fine. We can, let's play another round. But I just told this guy, and he points to you. He's talking to the dealer. He said, I just told this guy, if I find out this fucker's counting cards, I'm going to slit his throat. The dealer's like, I understand, Mr. Vincent, sir. I understand. Sir, please do not count cards, or security will have to escort you out. And the guy says again, I'm not counting cards. I just like to play games.
Hey, listen, sometimes, you think somebody's counting cards, sometimes it's better to use your own deck of cards. Right, Mr. Vincenzo?
I mean, it's a preferred, preferably, yeah. Depends on the cards. you see that Vincenzo is like is a very dapper looking tabaxi, well dressed, nice, like he's got like a bolo tie kind of vibe going on, almost looking like a bad guy in the wild, like a bad cowboy in the Wild West, just without the hat.
I mean, I only vaguely roll my eyes at the whole appearance.
yeah. And as I would expect for you to. And he's like, all right, well, let's deal him up. Let's go. So the dealer starts dealing out the cards for the game. Going over to Skogar for a minute. You see they finish the game of booger tic-tac-toe. The guy wins, the other guy leaves the table, sees you, and he's like this burly dwarf. He's like, looks up at you and he's like, "You play? You want some of this, huh?"
Skogar just grunts this nasally grunt and sits down.
Says, "Annie, 5 gold. Ante up."
He chinks it down.
And yeah, so you and I are gonna roll 1d6s back and forth.
Okay.
All right. So this is round 1. Ooh, I got a 6.
Okay. Got a 4. Is that like the number on the board? No, there's 9.
So the booger X is your O's. So the booger X goes down in the upper left corner.
Okay.
And then let's roll again.
Skogar licks his finger, puts it up into the wind. He snorts the other way.
The dwarf got a 1 this time. He's like,
I also got a 1.
He's like, that was dry. The air is dry in here. Let's try that again. I got a 1 again.
Now I got a 6.
All right. So where's his booger going?
Goes in the middle.
Okay. I'm keeping track here. All right. Roll again. Got a 2.
3.
Okay, where's that one going?
That one's going top right.
All right. Nice. Let's roll again.
2.
Ooh, I got a 3. He's gonna spit a booger blocking bottom left corner to block your diagonal. And now
Skogar's getting mad. He's getting hot about this.
He's open for a win. I rolled a 1.
Grunting. I also rolled a 1.
It's like, man, I'm telling you, try that again. This air is just so dry today.
Yeah. All right. Keep it on the board. I'll keep it on the board. Let's go.
Got a 3. You got a 3.
I got a 3.
They're just like they're hitting the air, hitting each other at the same time in the air.
We both spit in the same one.
I got a 2.
Well, that 6 that time.
All right. So I'm assuming you block.
Yeah.
Okay. One more time.
Actually, you know what? Skogar's getting really mad. He's going to roll an intelligence check to know if he's... Yeah. Crit fail. He doesn't block. He goes bottom right.
Okay. All right.
Skogar looks down at the board. Damn it. All right, let's go. 3.
I got a 4.
As you say that, all right, this would be a nice cutaway.
Okay.
Kashan kind of hears a commotion as Skogar abruptly stands up, knocking his chair over backwards. You were counting boogers! And that's what they hear.
That's awesome. And the dwarf just goes and takes the gold off the table and walks away. And let's go back real quick, Kashan. Let's go back to you before we cut away to a different group. And so the first round is played. And so the way this is, we're gonna roll straight D20s. And let me know what your number is.
All right. That's a natural 15.
Okay. So the really overly friendly person got a 16. Chenzo got a nat 20. And he's like, hey, Yeah, I guess you weren't counting them cards, huh? I just won that fair, no problem, fair and square. That's how I like to play them. You still in on this there, Golden Boy?
Yeah, like you got to come in, you got to get a feel for the table. That maybe you lose a few bucks here and there. It's all good. I'm here to have some fun. These are some nice cards, but I'm kind of a collector of cards. I don't know about you. Like I like to, pick up, casinos where I'm at, pick up a deck of cards. I like a kind of intriguing deck of cards. That's kind of my gig. I'm not so much here for the game so much as like the designs,
Okay. Interesting. I don't know. I mean, I guess whatever you're into, I suppose it's fine. Whatever. And he's like, all right, let's play another round. And
see, friend, you weren't counting cards at all. You're just having fun too, right, friend?
That is exactly what I said. I just wanted to play.
Exactly, just having some fun, right?
And make friends.
Friends. Friends are more important than money, I always say.
So roll your d20 as the next round plays.
Ooh, snap. That's not a very good roll.
What'd you get?
It's one of the worst rolls I could get. It's a 1.
Ooh, yeah, you get trounced pretty bad. The nice guy rolls an 8 and Vincenzo rolls a 19. He's rolling hot. He's like, yeah. I knew this was going to be my table eventually.
Look at that. Big winner over here.
Goldie, you want to, I mean, you can step out anytime you want, you don't have to keep playing.
It's okay. I think I'm starting to figure this game out.
I'm already cleaning up on what was you down there? You on the other side? What was you nice guy? What was your name again? It's like, oh, my name is Tud.
That's what I just like drop my cards with my mouth agape without like the one time in life Kashan has like nothing to say.
And then the next round gets ready, and then we're gonna go away from you. We're gonna go back to Alyssa and group. You're here by the table. You come around this side. You see there's double doors.
As we're passing the books, what kind of books do they seem to be? Just like a quick glance.
A lot of your basic like college education kind of books, like school books, like different subjects, like, there's some science in there. There's some botany. There's some little bit of like alchemist stuff, like just a nice assortment of, there's a couple,
Intro to ethics.
Alchemists, and a couple of alchemists, like potion books and stuff. And, some business administration books in there too,
Nice.
How to run an apothecary, that kind of thing.
Good variety. Nice.
Yeah, business operation for dummies. And so you're going to the double doors, I assume?
Yes.
Okay. So you go through the double doors and you're in another like circular part of this tower, and you see ahead like there's these weird things, like there's like these little bumps on the floor in the hallway ahead, and it goes across the entirety of the hallway, like the entire width of the hallway, this section of like all these little bumps on the floor.
Oh wow.
I would like to suggest that since you encountered that needle trap, that you let me investigate before you just swing the double doors open next time.
Fine, you're right.
Yeah, no kidding, right? That's a good point. So yeah, you got these bumps on the floor, and what do you want to do?
I would like to investigate those bumps on the floor. Why would they be on the floor? It's it looks like a regular like wooden floor. There's no like rug over it or anything. What do they constitute? What might they do if somebody stepped on them? That sort of thing. I'm basically checking for traps with intelligence instead of...
Roll that bean footage. I mean, dice.
I get a +9 on investigation. And I get a 1. Hey! That's a 10.
Yeah.
It's an interesting texture for this pergola floor.
Hmm.
Go ahead, walk on it.
Now I'm not sure if I want to. Azuri, what do you think? Oh, I think he's okay. He's waiting for us to figure it out. All right. Let's see.
Do we say we need a dessert or something?
Oh, well, yeah,
No.
if you're there.
Yeah.
Do you want to walk across this floor? I'm a little worried about it, but I think
So-
that your God will protect you. I think.
So Velma investigated these bumps and saw absolutely nothing wrong with them at all.
Okay.
They look like legit. They don't look out of the ordinary.
Maybe they're old and deactivated and don't work.
I mean, what did we think that they could have been otherwise?
Well, Lisa encountered a trap back at that door. So
Yeah, I
I'm
remember that.
thinking that there may be other traps, but this one looks okay.
All right. Well, I trust
I'm
your
gonna-
judgment.
I'm going to throw a one of those lovely books that you've just pointed out to me on this floor and see what happens.
Yeah, Azuri wants to. He's going to dive after and try to save the book from being thrown.
Okay, athletics, please.
This is not going to go well.
Or acrobatics could be.
Okay, acrobatics is 17 plus. Oh, -1. So 16.
You catch the book and manage to not touch any of the bumps on the floor, but you're
But now I'm in
standing
the
kind
middle
of
of them.
you're kind of
Mhm.
standing precariously with your feet in between some of the bumps, having not set any off, with holding the book in your hand, like shocked that Velma would throw the book.
No, well, we have to respect books of all sorts. You can't just toss them around and throw them on the floor and hope that whatever happens to them happens to them. We have to be kind and considerate about these precious books.
Okay, well, look at the title. Is that on your summer reading list? Because, that might just be okay on the floor.
He flips it around and reads the title.
You read the title. Shit, I wasn't ready for that. Okay. The title of the book is Pre-Mornland Theism.
Oh,
Okay, maybe. No, just drop it when you're safely free of the bumps.
Listen, and why did I end up in this position? Let's see. Azuri's going to try to jump back out of the bumps to where he originally was with the book in hand still.
Okay.
App crashed. Do you want to check for that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's Azuri. I absolutely do.
Acrobatics again. Okay. This
Sure,
one's an
yeah.
11. 11.
Okay. You managed to get out of knots. You managed to keep from stepping on another one of those things, one of the bumps. But as you do, you kind of trip over your own feet. You sort of let the book sort of flies up in the air, and it actually connects with the torch flame here and starts to catch fire as it hits the ground. So there's a burning book on the floor.
So it's
Heresy.
burning the book now. This is
Which I would imagine is not something.
he is
that
clambering over to it and trying to just like smacking it with his hand to try to put it out.
Yeah. So you manage to put it out, and everything. And
Velma, this was the worst thing that's happened to this book in its entire history, and it happened right now.
I'm not the one who set it on fire.
Indirectly, you threw it the first time, and if it wasn't for that, it wouldn't be on fire. So
if it wasn't for your divine intervention, apparently this book needs to be burned.
listen, we could have thrown anything else that we had on the floor here, but you tried to throw the one thing that you knew I wouldn't let you throw on the floor.
All right, pick something. I think we can all agree that this is a trap. Can we at least agree on that?
I think so, yes.
Azuri's going to take out his light crossbow and just try to shoot.
Oh, okay.
Shoot at the floor here. Shoot at one of the bumps.
Okay. I'm not going to make you roll for that because...
It was an 18 to hit. I
was going to say, okay. Yeah, so you hit one. And when you hit one, a green... a greenish colored gas starts to come from that specific one you just hit out of the floor.
Okay, so I think, listen, if we just hold our breaths, I think we'll be fine, you know?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Okay.
Yep.
Astrid says, good thing I don't have to hold my breath because I don't have any breath to hold. It's fine. I'm good.
Number of times I wished I was a puppet has just increased by one.
She just kind of hops through the empty spaces like with no problem, kind of doing this little shimmy while she's doing it, you know. And she gets on the other side.
Nice.
And then,
why didn't we just have you like activate them all now instead?
Well, because it could have been like a arrow or fire, and you know, or something else that she's weak to. That would have been mean.
Azuri, if each one of these little thingies is poison gas, then you probably don't want to step on all of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you probably want to just stop talking, hold your breath. Come on, let's go. We gotta go. And as you guys start to come across, and Astrid says, okay, now that you're all across, let's go. And and you hear her mutter, she's like, oh, shit. And she just falls like lifeless to the floor.
Oh no.
And Astrid isn't it like Astrid's just like puppet, like just puppet laying there limp, lifeless, nothing going on.
We killed Astrid.
If Skogar was here, he could throw her. We don't have that. I mean, Azuri's going to try to just like haul this puppet out
because all of you managed to get on the other side of this craziness going on. Ignore this crap here, like on the floor in the drawing. We're just going to say that's an open floor heading towards which somewhere further into the tower. Not sure exactly where, but you see like a kind of a spiked wall up ahead of you, and you do see a direction going this way. So all of you pass those bumps, but yet Astrid is now like laying lifeless and nothing going on the floor.
Is she next to us? So I can just pick her up by the foot, like a dolly. And
yep, that's what I was figuring somebody would do. So yeah, you grab her, and it's just like literally just like grabbing like the Woody doll in Toy Story or something. It's just nothing happening. And so you grab her, and Lucar, we're gonna go to you, and then I think we're gonna try to rotate around one more time to everybody before we finish off for the evening. So Lucar, we're gonna go to you, and we're gonna go back to your situation as you are up against this door here, and they're both trying to get at you, but nobody's there's only one that's within melee of you.
I am going to Ray of Frost and twin it so that I can get both of them.
Okay, do it.
Number 1 is a 21 to hit.
Yep, that's a hit.
For 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Number 2 is a 15 to hit.
That's a hit.
Only 3 points of damage.
Okay, that's wild magic roll, right?
Did we say it counts for cantrips?
Oh no, we didn't. That's if it's cantrip. No, you're fine. Okay. So as you cast that, you like you hear like the sound. You hear the sound of metal, like jangling metal, like, but it's like the door handle that's in front of you, and the door opens, and you see in front of you a halfling that looks a lot like you, but made up. Like she kind of looks like this.
Made up meaning lots of makeup.
Yes. And she looks at you and she looks really tired. She's like breathing. She's like, and she comes up to you and she's like, shit. It's like, we gotta get you the fuck out of here. It might already have been too long. And she gives you a big hug. She gives you a big hug and she whispers into your ear, I missed you so much, brother. And you recognize that it's Astrid's voice, but it's Astrid in the flesh.
Jesus.
Like right in front of you. And she pulls, she lets you go and like of the hug, right? And she looks over your shoulder and sees what's going on behind you. And what do you think an appropriate, like really angry, like vicious spell would be that she could cast in this situation?
Let me look at her. Sheet.
And as you're looking at that, she said, you know, I really hope they took care of my puppet body back there, because I used every last ounce of spell slot I had left to get here.
I'm gonna say she uses dark delirium.
Okay.
Which
she says, well, I do have one more spell slot.
Basically she's gonna frighten the creature.
Okay. Both of them?
It says one, but it'd be cooler if she could do two, if she could twin it.
So yeah, so she sees you, and she's like, what the? These are the guys that put you in prison? It's like, hell no. And she grabs onto your hand, Lucar, and she's like, follow my lead. And then she makes the motions to cast a spell, and inclines for you to do the same.
Okay.
And then each of you, she channels it through you to be able to cast it twice.
Damn. Okay.
And then both of these guys are like, they oh, they both, the guy, and so it was Carla and Timbits, and they both yeah, they both run. That's what Tim Hortons calls your donut holes, Timbits, and they both run out of the hall. So it's just you and Astrid.
I'm aware of what Timbits are. I've just never heard a creature called Timbits.
I just thought it was funny. So Astrid's like, Astrid, are you okay?
Yeah, I don't even know what to think.
We got to get you out of here before she gets here. Based on the length of your beard, it could be any time now. We got to go.
Okay.
And she grabs you by the wrist and runs out with you, running and getting you out of the prison that you're in, and just to kind of give you a little bit of an idea of what the area is where you are. I think I have this in here maybe. Maybe I don't. No. Nope, I'll have to find it because I don't think I saved it in here. I thought I did. So as she gets you out of the prison, you like see like you're like in this you look up and you see you're in this open walled like facility, and like there's no roof, right? It's just it's this encampment kind of thing, like different prisons and things like that. And you see in the distance there's these mountains, and you can see like there's this weirdness of like, you know, in one section of this mountain range, you see like there's like fall and there's like autumn colors, and then a next section over you see like this like snow blizzard blowing atop of the mountain, and all this snow on top of the peak of the mountain. And then next to that you see another season, as you see like springtime, like fresh leaves coming onto trees and stuff. You see all these seasons like simultaneously happening at the same time in front of your eyes. So you're just like, it's just this completely overwhelming sense of where the hell am I?
Yeah.
But the thing that's weird about it though is that there's a part of you that's like, where am I? But then there is a very small part of you, and do an intelligence check real quick.
Yeah, like a 19.
Okay. So there's a larger than small part of you that's like, this seems so foreign to me, but why does this feel like home?
Okay,
so
cool.
There's that disconnection there. And she's like, all right. The rest of them are coming for you. Let's keep going this way. Eventually though, I gotta get back to my body to help them.
Okay.
And she's talking in a more regular tone of voice. And she's like, come on, you can ask. I mean, if you want to ask me a couple of questions along the way, I can do what I can to help you. But otherwise, you know, maybe we might just have to save a lot of the harder stuff for later.
Yeah, that's probably good.
And she runs, and then we're gonna go back to Kashan and Skogar. So you guys are at, so Kashan, you're at the table. Skogar, you just lost. So Kashan, what would you like to do?
Gentlemen, let me tell you about destiny and about being chosen and about being a part of greater things, and as if like some higher power is looking out for you. It just so happens that I have business with the both of you, and here you are both at my table. I really can't help it. This is some divine, and this just really speaks to what I've known about myself, is that I'm bound for great things, and great things are happening to me. So let me just say, let's skip with anything else and just take this moment in, this divine moment. This is something special, you guys.
Vincenzo goes, you got business with me? What do you mean you got business? You business with me?
Well, let's just say that you're part of a quest that I'm on. Not so much you, but what you have.
Like what are you questing for?
Something that is in your possession. A deck of cards.
I think I think you're making a pretty strong assumption.
No, it's got to be. I'm looking for cat cards. A deck of meowny things.
And
you had a hard time saying it.
Like when you said it, when you say it, it's like you hear like the record scratch. It's like, and like everybody kind of gets really quiet.
Skogar looks over his shoulder. That's stupid sounding.
And Vincenzo looks at you and he's like, What do you know about the deck?
I know it's got a
Skogar
dumb name.
saunters over during this conversation too. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right.
I know it's got a dumb name, And I know it's something I need to find.
I mean, it may have a dumb name, but whoever came up with it's pretty punny.
Yeah, I'm sure to you it's perfect.
Hey, exactly. And he goes and he twists his whiskers a little bit.
And I just kind of hold my head in shame.
and Tud goes, but what business could you possibly have with me, sir? After all, I just want to be everybody's friend.
I know, and not only you want to be friends, but you got to remember you got family at home too, and they're definitely looking for you, Tud.
And he tilts his head kind of like, do you not want to be my friend?
I want to be a great friend to you and return to your sister.
Oh, my sister is looking for me?
Absolutely, yes.
Oh, I could take her back to my other friends.
I think you should go back to her. Definitely.
And then I could take her back to my other friends. Maybe you would like to go too.
I mean, I don't care what you do with your sister.
And maybe him. And he points at Skogar.
No, you need to go back to your sister. I don't,
I'm not your sister. No.
Yeah, that's Skogar. But I mean, we're all going to head back to Windshire just as soon as I finish my business with Mr. Vincenzo over here. And, you tell your sister, we come with us back there and, sure, we could be friends on the way back. And I could say new friend, here's your sister and, job well done. Grab some, rewards, get pats on the back, maybe some extra credits, all that good stuff. And then we move on with our lives. And then you and your sister, you go join your new friends, old friends you haven't met yet. I don't care what you do.
What we're saying is we got you. Just,
Like you've captured me?
No, not at all. I'm just saying there were specific jobs that were requested of me, and by finding you, check, I'm done with that. We send you back home. Your sister says, "Oh, thank you, Kashan. You're so fast. I knew you could find it." And I go, "Yes, I knew you could." And then she said, "I'm going to tell your advisor." And the advisor says, "That's a great job, Kashan. Now we're going to give you some credits in your class, and you're going to graduate early." And I say, "Yes," and everybody's happy. We're all friends. Your sister's happy. You're happy. I don't care what happens after that. Okay. We consider you just stay right here. We consider this check marked off, and it's just a matter of going through the motions of getting you back home.
I don't know if Paladin was right for you, Jack.
What are you talking about? Do you not understand? I'm here on one mission, and it's like two birds, one stone. I think this is divine intervention, Skogar. This is proof that I'm doing the right thing.
All right,
you get it?
Yeah, you're convincing
There is
me.
so much. There's there's a destiny that I'm meant to have. Okay, so there's a divine destiny. Okay.
So as you say divine destiny, you see this weird apparition appear above Tud, just briefly, and the apparition looks like this. And it appears up above, floating up above Tud's head, and then it sort of dissipates, but the mist is kind of going back, almost like it's going into him. And he's and he kind of just nods slowly. He's yes, I will go to see my sister, and you'll take me there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, that is perfect. I'm just going to go ahead and ask you to just be quiet for a minute while I think about a lot of things.
and then Vincenzo goes, all right, so or you say you want the deck. It just so happens I could probably get you the deck, but it comes at a cost. What are you willing to?
I
What are you willing
understand
to?
it.
What are you willing to pay for it?
Well, I've got some gold pieces on it. Like, what's it worth to you? I mean,
if this is a quest, this is obviously pretty important to you because you're trying to get something out of it, right?
Well,
you're trying to do that whole gain more experience, like pass the gauntlet kind of crap that they do at those schools.
Yeah, but like, remember, this is a school, so it's not like a grand quest. It's more of just like, a homework quest. It's it's like
it's like an extra
a homework quest to you is a hell of a lot more valuable to me. This deck is worth probably more gold than you got.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so you're saying it's not for...
You keep losing it. You keep losing at these card games. That doesn't help your cause either.
Yeah, there's more where that came from. I'm trying to help out. Did you know they got the, like you got to walk through the kitchen to get here? I'm trying to get them to remodel. All right, I'm trying to give.
You went through the wrong door. All the noobs go through the wrong door. It's fine. It's okay.
Okay, wrong door. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not cool enough to join your flame keep Barsino over here. No, I mean, you tell me. You say I don't have the money. All right, maybe I don't have the money. What do I have to do for you, Mr. Vincenzo? What do I have to do to help you out to procure this particular deck of cards?
I think
everybody wants something. I get it.
I think I'm going to need you to do a job for me.
I mean, I got a lot of gold, though. Do I have to do a job? I can get a lot of gold.
I mean, give me a number.
It's just that my friends over here, like, I'm already feel like I'm pulling them in so many directions. I don't need to pull them in another direction. 100 gold. How about that?
He's like, I got a number. I'm going to write it down on this here piece of paper. And I'm going to give it to you. And that's what's going to make me happy.
All right. I like to read.
Slides the paper over.
It beats talking to people sometimes.
And you open it up and it says 500.
5 million gold.
500 G.
Oh.
Okay. No, I don't want to do any more jobs. I'm tired of this. Let's, I got Lucar to fed. I'll give you 500 gold.
And he's like, money first?
I mean, I'm not carrying around 500 gold, my friend. Come on.
So you expect me to give you the deck without the money in my hand?
What's the job? God sakes. There's no medieval banks here. I don't have any accounts to open up. All right, give me the job.
So,
I get it. You don't trust me. I'm a paladin. I don't know how you can, can't trust a paladin. What am I even in this for?
You go to this, you go to that, you go to one of those schools, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Which one you go to?
Windshire.
Yeah. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. That branch breaker, he wants this deck. It's all about him. He wants the deck. So you know what you're gonna do? I'll give you the deck, but you know what you're gonna do for me? You're gonna go to that one school that's got all the artifacts in it. You're gonna give me that you talked about destiny. You're gonna give me that dial of destiny. That's what you're gonna do.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, ask you probably got magic slinging buddies that you hang with. I bet you one of them knows exactly what it is. So you get me.
It was in that big glass case. Yes, I am smart.
Thank you, Skogar. Thank you.
That's Professor Skogar.
Yeah, you chime in at just the right times.
Chenzo says, see, it's meant to be. Your friend knows where it is. You don't have no problem. You can take Tud with you. Take Tud with you. Take him back to his sister.
Go ahead.
Done deal.
Yeah, I guess so, but like...
You come back, you bring me the dial, I give you the deck, you got your quest done. Everything's grand. Everything's great.
I just, I don't know. I mean, do you even have a deck? I don't even know. Why don't you show me the deck? All right. Show me one card.
Says it's not really how it works. If I show you a card, we have to use the card.
So, I mean, like you say you have it, and that's great, but like, I would like to, use the card. That's great. That means I know it's legit. You expect me to risk getting kicked out of my school for some artifact?
See, I got this kind of feeling about you, though.
Yeah.
I don't think you don't strike me as the straight up paladin goody two shoe kind of type.
Is that right? You think you're such a clever judge of character, don't you?
Oh yeah. I know that for sure.
Yeah, well, you know what? I think you're wrong about me.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, I think you're wrong about me because if I was that type of character, I don't think we'd be making a deal. I think you would be handing over that deck and you'd be walking away with all your pieces still intact and you'd be happy about it. I think that's the way it could be. Like you see what kind of character I am. I think the character you think I am wouldn't be making these deals. They would just be getting the deck one way or the other. So
that's some strong words you're saying there.
I'm just saying what you seem to think I am. That's what I would do if I were that person.
Oh, I see. So you're playing the not really but kinda game with me? Is that what's happening?
I'm playing. I just want the stupid deck of cards. I don't want to do another stupid job, and I just want to give you 500 gold pieces on my own convenience that I don't happen to have on my person right now. That's what I really want. I don't want to have to do all this rigmarole. All right, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm just exhausted. Okay, I want to do other things. I have more of a purpose than to deal with slimy cats. All right.
But I mean, but do you though? But do you?
I do. I do.
And he kind of just stares you down, and as we shift away, and put the pause button on that tense situation, as you're getting fired up. And the hey John, can you take over? Like I don't know how to get the little bar back up at the top when I hit it. So like, can you just take away sharing? If you don't mind. Thank you. All right, so we'll go back one more time to Lissa and the gang. As you get to the spiral staircase and you go up to the top, and the top floor is like this whole really spacious open room with area rugs everywhere, and a bunch of plants on tables and everything. And it's like this really nice place. There's some bed rolls, and there's like a nice little one section that's cordoned off like with a bed in it and everything. And then on one side you see like there's a circuit, like a ornate stone circle that juts out It looks like it juts out of the tower a bit. And inside there's like this really cool stone floor that you can stand on inside of it. And then you see like another one of those circles that have the like all the runes and stuff on the outside. And you see that, and as you walk in, you see that in the room, and you see then Velma, you feel Astrid starting to shake and move and try to kick out from your grip. She's like, Velma, you gotta let me go.
All right. I let it go.
She's falls on the ground. She stands up. She's like, all right, we gotta go turn this thing on, and we gotta go. Let's go. We don't got a lot of time.
How do we turn this on?
It's just like the last one.
Shouldn't we go ahead and wait for the other two?
Where's Lucar? I thought he was at the top of this tower in a prison.
No. Lucar's back in Thelanis. He's in Thelanis. He's in the Fae. He's with the Fae. That's where we have to go. That's where we're going.
Listen, Skogar and Kashan aren't here yet. Maybe we wait to like turn it on until they get here. We blaze the path, right? Let's see. You can sort of get it set up. Spend all the time just get it ready so that it's like a one click sort of deal when they get here.
Absolutely.
Lissa, Astrid pulls you along, and then and as she pulls you along, she's like moving forcing you to help her do stuff to get things ready and get this, and then gets it turned on, and you see and all the runes glow around the outer circle, and you see this light green light in the center glowing, getting brighter and brighter, and these electrical noises, and she's like, it's on. We can go. Let's go.
Yes. Come on.
And she runs and jumps through. And you follow?
I follow. I shout, you two better follow after us.
And then Azuri and Velma, do you stay or do you follow?
I look at Azuri and just kind of shrug my shoulders.
I'm like, didn't I say to wait?
Are we waiting for the others?
Listen, if we stay here, we're just going to split the party even farther. So let's just go.
So you two jump through. The portal shuts off, and that's where we're going to end. So, Kashan and Skogar potentially could be or could not be getting into a fight with Vincenzo, depending on how that conversation goes. Lissa, Azuri, and Velma are in a portal on the way to hopefully get to Lucar, who has managed to get out of his prison, but is now out in the open, out in Thelanis in the wild. And that is where we'll end for tonight. Thanks for staying a little over. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I don't know how you handled that.
Right.
I wasn't. I had something else totally ready to go, and then it was like, we're all gonna go save Lucar. I'm like, son of a bitch.
I think we should just split. Everybody should have their own kind of.
Yeah.
We'll rotate through the.
Yeah.
So many breakout rooms.
If that's the case, we just go back to the one person one shots.
No. I want to be involved with all of it.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. Hope you had fun. And,
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see you next week, and for either a good stopping point or it'll either be a stopping point or it'll be the end of this specific adventure. We'll see where we land. And then Chris, whatever you want to do afterwards.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Thanks
All right.
everybody. See you. Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Thanks, Bill.
Thanks.
Yep.
Will our crazy band of adventurers save Lucar and get the deck of meowny things? What is Tuddy Rexpin's deal? Why is he so weird? Can Skogar get over the fact that he lost at Booger Tic-Tac-Toe? Why exactly is Velma wanting to spend all of this time with Azuri? I'm starting to think that Lissa wants to learn more about the Fae and Thelanis to help her with mage breeding. how exactly is Lucar going to escape? Answers to these questions and more will be found in the next episode of Eberron Adventures, brought to you by the Wednesday Night Crew. Hey there, listeners! Would you like to support the Wednesday Night Crew as we go on adventures in Eberron, as well as play through other game systems as we have in the past, like Ice Fleet and Alien the role-playing game? If you're interested in supporting us, just go to patreon.com/Eberron Adventures, and then maybe you could be as cool as Jonathan and Andrew, our first two supporters. Once again, that's patreon.com/Eberron Adventures. Donate and get your name in the credits. I mean, that's kind of cool. Anyways, thanks for your support, and as always, we'll see you next week.